Is this truly the end of An Idiot's Road to Glory? Or have you guys all just been clickbait? Yeah, you've just been clickbaited. It's not the end of the Road to Glory at all. Welcome back, though. It basically almost was, because we've been gone for about 2 weeks, and we've got a lot of catching up to do, and chatting to you guys, and telling you what's been going on, showing you what's been going down. There's just been a lot of stuff, basically, and I went away, so we'll just jump straight into it. I'll let you guys know what happened, where the videos went, and that we are now back, etc, etc. So, I went away for a week. That was last week. I got back this weekend, and before I went away, as I left the announced carnival, or carnival, however it's called, and that was good while I was away. That seems to be the theme whenever I go away for a week with my girlfriends or anything like that. They put a massive promo out to be that team of the year, future stars, and now carnival. But before that, the week before, it's absolutely nothing. Like, I was struggling to even think of videos to make whilst it was that week for you guys. I think the last one was about me going on the red list and having a ridiculous pack luck, which became a bit of a theme before I went away, which was pretty cool. And other than getting some lucky packs so that I had videos, there wasn't really, if I hadn't got them lucky packs, there wasn't really anything to make videos on. So the content was a little bit, there wasn't really much to do, basically. So I didn't want to just force out like 3 or 4 videos for the week that I was away of just crap, basically, for you guys to watch. Because the support on the channel has been pretty mental recently. Like, the last video has got 94k views. Also, the reason why I told you guys I got back this weekend, and it's now like Wednesday or Thursday, depending on when this video goes up, once I've sorted everything out with it, basically, because I sound a little bit like deaf, is because I was sick. We got the train back from skiing, and I caught a cold on the train. Sat in a tube with other people for like 10 hours. Wasn't good. And that's probably why I sound a little bit weird and a bit like deaf, because I've still got a bit of a cold. So anyway, 94k, 85, there's almost 100,000 you guys, 75,000 you guys watching these videos, which is mental. And I realized, like I said in one of the previous videos, that putting them out not as regularly allows more people to watch it and keep up to date with what's going on. So that's probably what we'll do. Try and get like 3 or 4 of these out a week, stuff like that. I'm not going to promise you guys a number, because it all depends on what's going to go on in FIFA. Like, when I started the Road to Glory, I was just pumping a video out every single day doing stuff. I'm not going to force a video out if there's nothing good to do a video on, but if there is good stuff, there will be videos, basically, is what I'm getting. And we're coming towards the 100th video as well, so let me know what you guys would like to see for that. I think I've asked you guys that before. There were some good suggestions. If you've got any more, if you want to repeat your suggestions, pop them down in the comment section. But that's basically where I was. I was away for a week with my girlfriend, and I didn't want to just pump out a load of crap, or like do a foot draft for no reason or something like that to have 2 videos. I mean, if you guys want to see some foot drafts, I'll do some foot drafts, but I wasn't going to be like, I'm going away, here's a foot draft. It's just kind of boring, and there's just no point to it, and I didn't want to just spam you guys with crap videos, so I didn't make anything. And then I was planning to come back and maybe make a video on the Sunday. I was just really sick, as you can still tell a little bit by my voice. So there hasn't been one. We're starting to get better. We're getting back into it. Videos are returning. And we're on episode number 97, and I've got a lot of stuff to show you guys, because whilst I blow my nose every 5 seconds and stuff like that and can't record a video, I have played some FIFA and I've done some stuff. So, I mean, you can see I've got 460k, and in fact, the last thing that I did on the Road to Glory was ask you guys, should we sign Team of the Year Van Dijk? And 91% of you said yes. I mean, obviously, what a stupid bloody question for me to ask. Should I buy a Team of the Year, guys? I mean, what else are you going to say other than yes? So that is something we could potentially do, and by being a little bit of a slacker, I suppose, or by not uploading and then getting sick, I've actually saved myself a fortune, because when I was looking at buying him, he's 1.6 mil, and he's down to 1.3 now, which is pretty cool. So saved ourselves 300k by not uploading for a week or so, which is nice. It's good. So we can still pick up Van Dijk. However, as you can see by my coins, I've only got 468,000, and I'll show you. I've done a crap load of investing, which you guys absolutely love, and it hasn't gone particularly well, to be honest. I mean, it's gone all right. It's like Buffon, it's buying him for 33k, 32k, 32k. I think Buffon's worth like 33.5 now or something. You just get the tax back. He was like 35 the other day, but people haven't really gone wild for these SBCs from Carnival, to be honest. He's 34 now, so no real coins made on that one. We've got Thiago, 25k, who is now worth probably 24, knowing me, 25 and a bit. So I might make my tax back off them. There's Keylor Navas, who's 23. I bought him for, and he is now worth 25, so make a bit of coins on Keylor Navas, make like 5% on himself, make the tax back from some of the ones. These ones, the 86 is Perisic, I bought him for 17k, 17k, I was checking it before. Ederson, I think he's gone down. It's actually really annoying, I don't really know why. One of the ones who's gone up quite a bit is Bonucci. I'm buying him for 18k, he's like 21 now because he's out of packs, because he's one of the Carnival players. the supply just hasn't really dried up, to be honest with you. I don't know if not many people are doing these SBCs because they don't really care about them, or they're a bit overpriced, or I don't really know. Like, one SBC for Flashback David Luiz made prices go mental, and there's been loads of them for this, and it hasn't really affected the market too much, which has been a little bit weird. So I don't really know. Maybe the last couple we'll get will be really good ones. The Gomez that's just come out is sick, but he just costs an absolute fortune, so I don't think anyone's doing him or trading the players in. Like, I think you need like 285 squads with 2 informs and stupid. Like, he looks sick. Well, I mean, he doesn't. He looks absolutely ridiculous on his card, but just his picture, his stats look mental. But to actually get him is an 86, an 85 with 2 informs, and 80. Yeah, he costs like 350, 400k or something stupid like that. So no one's doing it. And then the other ones that are a bit more reasonably priced are a bit crap, so nobody's doing it. So I suppose to just like why did we need another French left back? I'm not really sure, but basically people haven't gone wild for the SBCs like they did with Flashback David Luiz and stuff like that. So unfortunately the prices haven't shot up. Now we'll make our coins back because some of them have gone up, some of them have gone down, and we'll still make our coins. We've made actually more coins because you guys are going to see now if we jump into catch up on what has been going on. If I press play on it and we have a little look, I only had 300k there, and I've got like 450 now. So we've made 150k, and I'll show you guys how we managed to do that. But in terms of actually investing in the 1.5, I had 1.8 mil. So in terms of the 1.5 million that I invested, shaky. We'll get it back. We might have 2 million. But anyway, as you can see, we were on a Talisca objective. That is one of the things that I've been doing because, as you guys know, I absolutely love Talisca on this game. So I couldn't not get him, even though I was sick and we were sick. This is the first game I think you guys... Oh, no, it's not. Of course it's not. This is game number 5. I'll show... I'm talking rubbish. Just ignore me. We've got 5 wins. One of the first thing I did basically is what I'm getting at when I got back was try and do this Talisca. Even though I haven't played FIFA for like a week, I was well sick. We have to try and grind it out. And this was halfway through, and me jumping into the games and just getting them played. And I liked this objective. I'm not going to lie. I like this promo. I like what they've done with it. The SBCs, like I said, could be a little bit more reasonably priced or better cards, which I suppose is the same thing. If you kept it the same price and made it a better card, it would just be more reasonably priced for the stuff. But, and as well, playing with the silvers is a little bit painful at times. Stuff like this, like, it's just kicking in the goal, mate. You're a professional footballer, do you know what I mean? Like, how you're hitting the post from there. But in terms of like the actual content and the idea behind it, this silver objective was really, really, really good. They tried to bring back the fun of using silvers from FIFA 12 and FIFA 13, and I respect that. It wasn't 100% amazing success. I mean, playing with silvers kind of just amplifies a lot of the stupid things that happen in this game, but it was fun. It was a novelty. It was good. I quite enjoyed it. Once I got to this point, and I was like 5 games in, like games 6, 7, 8, or 6 and 7, or a couple of losses in between and stuff like that, I started to properly do my nothing. And this game in particular was driving me mad, as you guys are going to see in the stats in a second. But once I went back into the right, like, I mean, come on, just kick it in the goal. Once I actually got back into Div Rivals and started like testing out this Talisca once I got him, it put it back into perspective, and I was like, do you know what, actually, that silver objective was really fun. As much as it did my head in, because, I mean, look at the stats at half time, it was actually fun. It was actually good. It was really good, and I hope they do a lot more stuff like that, and during Team of the Season and things like that. And even like a non-rare gold squad or something like that to get rid of some of the ridiculousness of the silvers. And the fact that you have to spend like 100k to build a decent silver team and stuff. They could do it with non-rare golds, but it was really good. I enjoyed it. You can see we had that Edouard and Dougamont. They were French people that I subbed on to do the Ben Arthur at the same time, which was nice, so we can unlock 2 of them. I mean, the Ben Arthur, as you guys are going to see when we get it, was absolutely terrible, but it was worth getting for free, so we did it. Anyway, if you guys are struggling with this objective, you can do this now. I'll show you guys what this is. Like I said, games like 6, 7, 8, it started to do my head in, and I decided I may as well. There's this thing going around. So if you're wondering why I'm changing my name to Smexy Chigre, Smexy and Chigre, or Chigres, or whoever it is, are 2, I think, a German and a South American YouTuber, and they started this thing where if you match up against somebody with the same name as you for this, like as you're about to see here, this guy's called Smexy as well. The idea is that he should give me the free win because I'm the home team. Now this guy didn't do it because people are annoying and people are selfish, and if you're not the home team, he'll just back out and wait till he is the home team and hope the other person gives him a free win, which is absolutely backwards, because if everybody did that, nobody would get any free wins. But he didn't give me it. But if you want to do it, I mean, I suppose it works. People are annoying about it, and I ended up just playing the game normally, as you guys can see here. And we managed to get our French goal with this Dougamont guy as well as the 3rd goal, and this guy ended up rage quitting, which is fine. So what I was doing was, if I got the idea was that if I got one of them Smexy or Cheatgrass games, as here, like, I'm the away team, so I'm going to give this guy a free win. This is the only time, I only matched up against someone twice, and one of them, that guy back Talisca, I didn't get a free win, and this one, I gave the free win because I was the away team. As you can see, you just score an own goal, and you get a free win. So if you're not particularly fussed about playing with silver teams, but you kind of want the cards, or you just want them for SBC fodder or something like that, I mean, I would recommend actually doing it because it is quite fun to just play. But if you don't, you can try this, and I suppose it does work. As long as you match up against someone like me who will actually give you the free win, rather than the guy that I matched up against who won't. So if you're going to do it, make sure you give your fair share of free wins away as well. Don't just take them, and don't just play at home. But I ended up getting all the rest of my wins just from playing. I think this is the last one, actually. Played this guy. No idea why he didn't rage quit, to be honest with you. It's not like you get anything for silver matches, but I was still just scoring sweaty tramp goals at 6-1. He got well annoying, and I was trying to just annoy him and trying to make him rage quit, and he starts like trying to get his players sent off and stuff like that. And eventually he gave away this foul and did actually rage quit, and that was the end of me doing these objectives. But yeah, you can do it. I like it. It was good fun. I don't mind the whole giving away free wins thing either. Like, if you don't want to sit there and play with silver players, but you want the card, whatever. It doesn't bother me if you get some free wins. Do you know what I mean? It's absolutely no sweat off my back or water off a duck's back or whatever the bloody hell they're saying is. I don't even know. It makes no difference to me if you get a free Talisca. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not bothered. So if you want to do it that way and be boring, knock yourself out. If you want to have a bit of fun and use the silvers, go for it, because it was actually good fun, because people didn't play ridiculously sweaty, because it wasn't like addicted to rewards, be all and end all. Like, I have to get my weekly points, I have to get my packs from Div Rivals, I have to park the bus for 15 minutes and bore the life off myself, because the most important thing isn't having fun, it's making sure I get my rank free rewards. Do you know, like, nobody's like that. Nobody's bothered using silver players. The kind of crap, just attack. It was actually good fun. The people playing it were doing it for the fun, because the sweaty players were just getting the free wins. So it was actually well good. It was really enjoyable. It was good fun to play, so I'd recommend doing it. Like I said, it did do my head in a little bit about 6 or 7 games in using the silver players, because they are painful how bad they are, and especially the price it costs them, the price it costs to get them. Like, the goalie was like 4 grand, and I sold them all on, as I'm showing you guys, for what I bought them for, so it was absolutely fine. But Christ, it's ridiculous. This one, the French dude that I used, he's actually quite good to do the Ben Arthur at the same time. You need to use 11 Brazilian players if you guys are confused by this as well to get the Talisca, but you can start with 11 Brazilians and then sub on a French guy up front to score your French goal. So that is what I was doing with that one. We sold them all on. Some of them are stupidly expensive, some of them are alright, and I didn't particularly use the best ones, to be honest with you. And then there, unfortunately, is all of my investments that I've had for quite a while. I bought these while I was away on the web app, on the phone app, thinking I was a genius when the promo got announced. And yeah, it hasn't gone particularly. The only thing that did happen is rare players went up to stupid prices. As you can see, that Mendy there, I listed them up because I got him as a duplicate, and then overnight he sold for 5 grand on a list. He's actually, when I went back and realised this and started selling all of my rares, he'd gone down to 1900, but I flicked through. Well, I mean, I traded some of them in for some SBCs to get some packs and stuff, because, like I said, we're all addicted to rewards and packs and stuff like that. Some of them were untradeable, some of them were tradable, but I actually went through after this and sold all of my rares that were worth more than they actually really are, because this SBC, we had to trade in a load of rare players to get the pack. People were going wild for it. So I'm going to show you guys now, once we've opened this pack, some of the rare players that I was selling. Some of them are like stupid prices, and like all of them now are worth like 800 or 900 coins again. So, I mean, it's absolutely no use to you guys, me showing you that I've sold them. I probably should have tweeted it out when I was doing it. But if it happens again, just make sure you're on the ball. Like, this Ginter, absolutely worthless now. I probably sold them for like 2k or something like that, just because people were paying stupid prices for rare players to get that SBC done, because people are weird. I mean, that was the deadest 50k pack ever, but some of the stuff in it actually sold for some coins just because of this SBC. So, for example, Sidibe, 2,700 coins. It's just stupid. Like, I've got all these players listed up. Even the crap ones, like Lasagna, sells for 1,300. He's probably worth 750 coins now. The Witzel, 3,200, 3,500 for Allen. Like, people just paying ridiculous prices for absolutely no reason is essentially what was going on. Even just random crappy ones like Bolly, just selling for, if it was worth 1,000, I'd list it up. If it was below 1,000, I wasn't selling them. And we managed to get ourselves up, as you guys seen at the start, to 468,000 coins. So it was actually quite good. We made like 150k just selling junk that was in my club, basically. And the next thing to do was try out this Talisca. So we've got a lot of stuff to show you guys, a lot of stuff going on, a lot of things for me to catch you guys up on, but I've been kind of enjoying playing some FIFA again. Like I said, I really enjoyed middle few games aside, really enjoyed the silver tournament thing, and the last few games that I played is actually good. And like I said, going back and then playing Div Rivals, I'll show you guys how we've been getting on in Div Rivals now. We're going to try out this Talisca, ones that I sorted out my team, and they had to find a way to fit him in. We ended up bringing him in for this Crespo, starting him at right CDM behind a Brazilian Fabinho and an Icon, and in front of 2 Brazilians and stuff like that. So he fits in absolutely fine. He gets full chemistry. Crespo, a little bit whack, to be honest with you. He's only his middle card. I wish they'd bring out an SBC that needs 2 icons so I could trade him and Keen in for it, but never mind. We come up against the guy who's got a crap load of icons, actually, in our first game with Talisca, just to try him out and see what he was like, to be honest with you. He's actually quite good. I mean, we started terrible because not only has I not played any decent FIFA for like 2 weeks, I also, the only FIFA I had played was with silvers. And then going back to having the players actually intercept it and actually be able to dribble and pass the ball and run around straight, it was mental. Took a little bit of getting used to. We ended up getting smashed and conceding some stupid goals in the first half of the first game. This one was an absolute peach of a FIFA goal. Good, well played game. There we go. That's 1-0 to this guy in the 26th minute. So not having the best of times. It was Red Fekir managed to squeeze an eye out, and then just before half time he managed to make it 2-0. Which was very, very annoying. But, like I said, I mean, to be fair to this guy, at least he wasn't playing too boring. Like, I've played quite a few games of Div Rivals, and I won't show you all of them. After this one, I'll just show you the stats that I've got with my Talisca and stuff like that. Some people, man, the way they play just to get some weekly points is so boring. Like, I don't understand how people enjoy this game sometimes. And that's not me saying the game's crap or anything like that. It's as a result, and this silver tournament has made me realise it, it's as a result of other people. Like, if people played like they play in that silver tournament with their good players, it'd be so much fun to just go and play some Div Rivals, end-to-end attacking football. Yeah, you might win some, yeah, you might lose some, but at least you've had fun. No. Park the bus. Make sure you get your points. It's so, like, people are so conditioned to having to need rewards, and people used to just play FIFA for a bit of fun, and people used to just make silver teams and bronze teams, and just, you could only play online single matches, and it was all just about having a bit of fun playing the game. Nice bit of work from Talisca there, actually, to create the second goal for us to level up. He's actually really good, and that was the end of this game. That was the end of the first game that we played with him. People used to just play FIFA just to have a bit of fun. People now seem to play FIFA to get rewards, and it's a little bit backwards. The whole point of the game should be to enjoy the game, and the Ultimate Team part of it should facilitate that, whereas it seems that people only enjoy the Ultimate Team card collecting part of it, and the game facilitates that, and it's just a vessel for their addiction, essentially. And the whole point of Ultimate Team is to, as we ended up playing alright, as you can see from the stats in the second half, the whole point of Ultimate Team seems to be to get people addicted to these SBCs and the packs and the players, and need the new cards, need the upgrades, need the shiny cards, need the Carnival cards, spend your money, buy FIFA points, and that essentially seems to be the route that it's gone down, and it's kind of frustrating because the most important thing should be having a fun game to play, and the other stuff should facilitate that. It shouldn't be about the other stuff with the game facilitating that, if that makes sense, which is kind of annoying. But as the sucker we are, we did the SBC anyway. We got ourselves a mega pack, and as you were about to see, as the sucker I am, we got absolute crap all from it because my pack luck's gone down the bin. I did loads of these SBCs, all the ones that come out, and I'm not even going to bother showing you guys them all because they're all just like this one, to be honest with you. Absolutely bloody terrible. We don't even get, well, I mean, it hasn't even come out, but I know what's going to happen because I just edited this. We don't even get a board. We get an 82 Luis Alberto, I think. Yes, we do. Not good. I haven't had any luck in them at all. My pack luck was ridiculous before I went away. It's as if he ain't punishing me for going away because in how absolutely stinks. But like I said, if people played Div Rivals like they played that silver tournament, it'd actually be well fun. Like FIFA, a lot of the problems, obviously, EA have made the game the way they've made it in order to make people addicted to it so that they will buy FIFA points, which in turn makes people play like arseholes, basically, because they've become addicted to rewards to then be able to want to buy FIFA points to get more rewards and stuff like that. And it just makes the game a little bit boring. Whereas when they gave us something fun and the silver thing, people just had a bit of fun and just played, and it was well good. And anyway, we got Terraria. Pretty crap. Let's jump back to live, and I'll just show you guys how I got on with my Talisca in my first few games. And irrelevant of the fact that in Div Rivals, as you can see, I've been grinding out. I think you might have seen a little glimpse of it at the start. I had like 1,200 points or something like that towards FUT Champs qualification. I need to get a couple more wins to be able to qualify, which is nice. When people don't play like arseholes, it's actually really fun to play. So they need to put more fun game modes into this game, and it's something that I've told them, and hopefully it's something that they will do in the future. But even still, I did have a bit of fun playing with this Talisca. He's quite good. I played 7 games with him. 2 goals, 3 assists. He's good. He was playing right cam for me with Rashford or Aguero on the other side. I've been experimenting with them a little bit. The thing is, putting Rashford striker is more effective than having Aguero striker, but Aguero left cam is completely useless. Whereas if I put Aguero striker and Rashford left cam, they're both actually quite good. So whilst Rashford's a little bit better at striker, Aguero's infinitely worse at left cam, so I've ended up moving them back and having Rashford at left cam. And to be honest, his record doesn't even seem that good. He's got 14 goal contribution in 20 games. It's decent for a left cam. Could be better, but he's absolutely sick. And then Aguero is on 44 in 42. So do you see what I mean? Like, the person who's at striker does a lot more damage. And I feel like this Rashford is actually better than Aguero. But Aguero at left cam's completely useless. So we're going with Rashford there for now anyway. Maybe that's the next thing that will upgrade. But one thing you can see is that we don't actually have a Van Dijk yet. So obviously all we need to do is move David Luiz there, and we can bring Van Dijk in for Thiago Silva at any point that we want. We just need to sell all of our investments and hopefully not lose too many coins, and then we can buy him. If that's something you guys think we should still do, because obviously we've got the corner ball players now. There's different ways you can upgrade our team. We've got Icon SBCs. We've got Foot Birthday is coming out very, very soon. It's the 10th anniversary of Foot, and the birthday stuff should be mental. So I kind of want to stay liquidated for Foot Birthday because I think they're going to go mental on the lightning rounds and crazy stuff. So I don't know if it's a good idea to... basically, I need to sell all this crap that I've got in my trade pile, essentially, all these Buffons and stuff like that. And speaking of ridiculously priced not special cards, ridiculously priced gold cards and special cards, we sold the Zielinski, he's only 3k. Ridiculously priced normal cards. Players who had transfers are worth a bomb. I sold a Casilla, who's now at Leeds. I sold the Real Madrid version for like 8k or something stupid like that. So check your club for transfer players. And Kudu's now at Monaco. So there's stuff like that where you can make a like 5k for him. It's ridiculous. So anyway, there's that. Foot Birthday is coming around. Let me know what you guys think I should do. Do I still just go out and buy a team of the Van Dijk, or do you think he's going to crash even more with the Foot Birthday promo? I'm inclined to think he might crash more, and I'm inclined to just keep my 1 to 2 million coins liquid, and maybe the first day of Foot Birthday. The problem is we can't predict it, and EA try to shake it up a lot more now, so it's not super predictable, so you can't just make a crap loads of coins knowing exactly what's going to happen from the promo, as I try to do. Well, I mean, shaking it up by giving us dead SBCs isn't really shaking it up, but that's what they've done with Carnival. But with Foot Birthday, like, the obvious thing would be packs come out, everyone opens those packs, invest all your coins in the players, next few days is SBCs. But I don't know if that's actually going to happen, but it seems like the logical thing to do would be to wait for that. So let me know what you guys think. That shouldn't be too far away. This is just a welcome back to the Road to Glory video, I suppose. A bit of a catch-up, show you guys what's been going on. No, the Road to Glory isn't over, although it did seem like it. We just had a week off because there was nothing to do, or there wasn't in the week that I was away. And as you can tell, my voice is getting worse the more that I talk for this video, so I'm going to leave it there. I have been a bit sick as well, so videos will resume. I'm tempted to start streaming as well, which could be pretty cool. I might actually start playing all 30 Weekend League games actually on the stream as well, which would be very interesting, so let me know if you'd be interested in seeing that. But for now, I'm just going to leave this catch-up episode there. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. Welcome back to the Road to Glory. We'll have more stuff. We'll have more Carnival stuff. We'll have maybe buying our first team of the year and stuff like that. But no, the Road to Glory is not over, even though it has been a couple of weeks since the last video. And I'll see you guys very shortly, hopefully, for the next one.